Hello everyone and welcome to part 3 of the Queen Mary's interior tutorial. I hope you're all doing well today. So today is nothing difficult. We're just going to be dealing with some cargo hatch area things. I don't know the technicalities, I have admitted this before. I don't know the proper name for things. It's not going to be a difficult part at all. It's just going to be drawn out, like everything else to do with the Queen Mary. So the first thing that we need to do is drop down here to your second deck. So that's your first one, this is your second one. And from this point here, you're going to count back by 11, I believe it is. We'll just check that now. 11. Okay, and then on the 12th block with a smooth quartz block, you're just going to do that. Then bring it out one there and one there. Get rid of that. So you should have that. And then you're just going to do the same round the back. Okay, so you got 6 blocks, and then you're going to place another 6 on top. And then on top of that, on the corners, 2 diorite walls. Just like that. Okay, and then you're going to do the deck outline around it. Just like that. Right. Then on the corners underneath, you're going to bring it down by 3 diorite walls. Just like that. And then with your smooth quartz, you're going to do 6 blocks again. And then 6 underneath. Making this look really difficult. And then you're going to do your deck outline again on the second block down. So like I said, nothing too difficult, just drawn out. Okay, then going underneath again on the corners, you want 3 walls coming down. And then with smooth quartz, you're going to do another 6 blocks. And then you're going to double it up underneath. And then you're going to do your deck outline. Right. Okay, so going underneath again, you want 3 wall pieces on the corners. And then 6 blocks of smooth quartz again. And then underneath you want another 6. Do your deck outline. Okay, so the last one on this area. So on the corners you want your 3 pieces of wall. And then 6 blocks of, without falling, 6 blocks of smooth quartz. And then underneath again. Right, and then just your deck outline. Right, so that's the first one dealt with. So as you can see, nothing difficult at all. It's just going to take time to do, but it all needs doing. Right, so you've got this bulkhead here, and then you've got the little bulkhead after it that's like lower to the ground. you need to be beyond that one for this next bit. But we're going to count from this big bulkhead here. We're just going to count back. So 8 blocks, sorry, and then on the 9th, place a smooth quartz down. So all together, including the block on top of the bulkhead, it's 9. And then on the 10th block, you place the smooth quartz down. Bring it out by another 2 on the sides. 4. 4. And then 3. And then on the corners, you're going to bring them up by 5. There we go. You're just going to fill them in. Now, I don't know how I didn't notice this prior to recording, but I made a little error marking the rest out, as you will notice in a moment. But it's an easy fix, and it's a fix on my side, not yours. I just don't know how I didn't notice it before I started recording, to be honest. Right, so I'll get rid of that now. Okay, so you can do your deck outline on the bottom block. There we go. So you should have that. Okay, so going underneath from the corners, I'm going to bring it down by 5. It's 4 that way, and then just connected it up to your next corner. And this is where I figured out I'd done something wrong. So it needs to be 4 out, not 3. So I didn't notice until I was putting the corners up. This is where we're about to find out. So yeah, I didn't bring it out by 1 block. So like I said, it's a mistake on my side, not yours. You're basically just bringing the corners down. There we go. So I think it should be 5 there, and then 5 there. So 5 by 5, all the way around. Connect your corners up, and fill these in. It is open in the middle, so don't be filling the middle in. There you go. Last one. Right, so do your deck outline. Okay. Okay, so going underneath, as you can see that bit's open. Going underneath on the corners, you're going to do the 3 walls coming down, and then 5 smooth quartz there. Remember to bring it out by 4 there, because I'd marked it up wrong. There we go. Basically, just make sure all your corners line up and you can't go wrong. There we go. Right. And on this one you do fill the middle in. And then you can place a bit of carpet down if you like. There we go. Right. So you're just going to double it up underneath. that's that one done. And your deck outline goes on the bottom block. Right, the last one to deal with, down here. And again, on the corners, it's your 3 Dia Art walls. Just do that on all the corners, and then it'll be easy to put your blocks in. You're just going to double it up. Okay. So it is pretty simple stuff. It's just a shame it takes so long to do. Let's fill it in the middle. Put a bit of carpet on there. And that is that one dealt with. Oh, don't forget your deck outline. So that's the second one dealt with. Nice. So obviously the next part's going to be just over the other side of the bulkhead there. So we'll deal with that in a moment. So the next one, it's easy enough, it's just bigger. So what you're going to do from the netherite block, not the wall, you're going to count from that. It should be 7th block back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then on the 8th block, place a smooth quartz down. And then on either side of that should be 4. So it should be 9 long altogether. Yeah, coming around the sides. It's 9. Okay, let's just double check this one. It should be 9. There we go. So 9 altogether at the back. And then it should be 9 around the side as well. So we're going to go up now. 8 blocks on the corners. But first you're going to come down to the 5th block here. And then it's 9. You can just connect your corners up as you go along. Eight, then connect your corners up. 9, then connect that corner up. Then there's 7 there just to connect that up, and then you're just going to bring these up. Let's buy an extra 4. There we go. Alright, that's them top 2 dealt with. We had to do it that way, just because I had to get it lined up from the bulkhead first. Then you're going to do your deck outline here. When I'm not naffing up. Right, so we can get rid of that now. I'm going to do deck outline here as well, and then we will carry on with the rest of it. Right, so you got your top 2 done. Just going to fill them in really quickly with World Edit, because why not? So yes, you're filling these in now, but remember to leave it open in the middle. Okay, that's that one done. And it looks like I do this one while I'm at it. See, I wasn't lying when I said there was a lot to do before we could even fill the rooms in on the tank top. It's been way too much to do. Right, last wall. Right, so that's the top two sections dealt with. So I'll just deal with the rest now. So from the corners, you're going to come down by 5. Then 8. Then 9. I mean, like I said before, just make sure all your corners line up and you can't go wrong really. Because it's all just straight down. Okay. So you just bring your corners up now. Okay. I don't know why I put that down the middle. There must have been a reason. Okay, so deck outline at the bottom. Okay, that's that done. And just fill the walls in. So there really doesn't look like there's going to be any areas where I can cut anything out to reduce the time of the video because I'm doing all the walls on screen with World Edit. So it looks like it's going to be just short of 49 minutes long, this part. Okay, next one down. Yes, decided to get rid of the middle bits. So again, it's 5 down. I mean, maybe an easy thing to do would be to bring all your corners down by 5 blocks and then just connect them up through the middle, like we're doing now. That probably would be the quickest and easiest bit. Because like I said before, it's all just straight down, there's no curves anywhere. So it probably would be easier to do that. Right. So, deck outline. Right. And then fill the walls in. So, I know that these parts coming out 2 weeks at a time might feel drawn out for you for now. It won't always be like that. As soon as I have a build up of videos, I will then start uploading one a week. I've just got to ensure that we don't fall behind on the building side, because that would put a lot of pressure on us, and then things might get rushed and we don't want that. Okay, so next one down. Get rid of that I unnecessarily put in. I do not know why I did that. Right, so the corners again, bring them down by 5. And you can't go wrong. It's just be a case of connecting them up through the middle. See, I don't even think I'm counting now. corners there. There we go. Right. You're going to want your deck outline. Fill them in. And that's that one done. Right, next one. Bring it down by 5. Just make sure all your corners line up. It's very repetitive, this part. That's what I would class this part as. Quite repetitive. But it'll be all worth it when it's done. Hopefully. Right, so this next one's a bit different. Yeah, you should have 6 altogether. So this next one, a little different. So you bring it down by 2 on the corners. Okay. Then with smooth quartz, do 2. All the way around. I don't know whether we fill the middle in on this one or not. We'll have to see. But this is basically what you're doing all the way around. Okay. Are we leaving it open? It looks like it. Right, so then there'll be another 2 walls on the corners and then just one there. And that is that one. I do see some green blocks on the side though where there's the decks. So I'm wondering if there's an alteration made. I think there might be. I think there might be an alteration to the decks coming up. So there was a little snippet there because I went back to the other ship to check a detail, and we do fill this middle bit in. So I'll just fill that in like that, and then we fill this bit in as well. Okay, and then make sure you don't forget the block underneath as well. Fill that in as well. Because it's double blocked, isn't it? That second one up. So make sure you fill the bit underneath in as well. Yes, this bit that I've come to now. Might make a bit more sense now. Right, so that's all filled in now. So that is what you should have for now. So next obviously we'll do the deck outline in a moment. There we go, so the bottom of that one. Okay, and then the bottom of that one. If there is a deck alteration coming up though, then this bit might need altering. I don't know, I'll see. Because I actually recorded this quite a while ago, so I can't remember now. So I just put carpet in there, just to break up the whiteness a little bit. It's up to you what colour you use. Right, that's that one. And then the same here. Right, obviously there's no deck outline on the bottom one, so that's them three done. I've got this one to sort now. I don't know if there's one at the back, I can't remember. I think there might be at least one at the back. So we're going to be on the other side of this bulkhead now. So we're going to count back from this big bulkhead here now. So find your middle block, and we're going to count from the netherite block, so that there. And we're going to count back, including that block that's already down, we're going to count 13. And then on the 14th block, place a smooth quartz down. And we'll just get rid of that. Okay, so on either side of that, should be 5. Okay, and coming around the sides, should be 6. I think that was 10, I think. Just make sure it all lines up anyway. So 7 there. 11 altogether at the back. And that should be all correct. And bring it up by another 4 on the top there. Okay. And the deck outline goes here. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. Hope everybody's still sane. Right, so underneath. Bring it down by 5. Ten. 6. I believe that was 10 again. But like before, just make sure all your corners line up and you can't go wrong. So obviously you're bringing them down by 5. Okay, then deck outline. Right, so that's 2 sections in now. So bring it down by another 5. Do that on all the corners, and then you can just fill this middle bit in without having to count. It's always the easiest option, is the best. Right, bring all the corners up if you've not done it already. Right, so the next one, bring it down by 5 on all the corners, and then you can line all this bit up nicely. I think I know what that green block is. I think I've already made the deck alteration. I'm not sure if that gets covered in this part or not. I guess we'll see. Right, okay. So do your deck outline. And obviously the next few ones are going to be slightly different to what we've been doing. Okay, so all that is open. And now it's not. I managed to save a bit of time in the video by cutting out the part where I fill the walls in. But that's all you do, you fill the walls in and leave it open in the middle. So obviously we will progress with it any moment now when I decide to move. Any second now, there we go. Right, so on the corners now, you're going to bring it down by 3 wall pieces on each corner, and then bring it down by 2 smooth quartz. So you're going to do that on all the corners, and then you're going to just connect it up like this. So I'll pause the video if you need to. So you've got 2, is it 2 or 3 wall pieces coming down, and then you just fill the middle in like that. And then obviously you fill this middle bit in as well. Makes it a lot easier if you've got weld in it, obviously. And then on top of that is 3 pieces of carpet. There we go. Right, so that's that one done. So your deck outline's going to go on the bottom block. Okay, so that's that one done. So, what now? Move on to the next one. So on all the corners again, you're going to bring it down by 3 wall pieces, and then underneath that 2 smooth quartz. Do that on all the corners, and then just connect it all up. Pretty simple stuff, just drawn out. There we go. And obviously just fill the middle in as well. Okay. And then carpet on top again. Make sure you pause the video like as and when you need to, because I appreciate a lot of you will be playing on console and won't have World Edit. Deck outline on the bottom. So I appreciate this bit is maybe going a bit fast for you, so definitely pause it so you don't miss anything. Okay. So it's going to be 2 wall pieces on the corners now, and then 2 smooth quartz. Okay. Nearly there. Right, fill the middle in. I know all this looks very strange probably at the moment. It won't do later on. When the decks start getting filled in and stuff, this will just blend in. So, once you've finished with your carpet, there's just 2 wall pieces underneath, and then 1 block thick of smooth quartz. All the way around. Then just fill the middle in. Then finish off with the carpet. Right. And then your deck outline. So I have looked a little bit further ahead in the video, and I do the deck alterations next. So we'll cover that bit now. So I've come to the front of your ship. Okay, so you've got this front compartment here. Yep, so you got that, and then you got the little tiny one here. I'm going to drop down there. And then it looks like we're going to lower the deck by another 1. Oh no, sorry, that's where your old deck will be. You're going to put it a block higher. That's the way around I've done it. Okay, so the next compartment, this is where your current deck will be, where the green blocks just were. You're going to raise it up by another 1 there as well. Pause the video if you need to. Okay, so coming into the next compartment now. So that's where your current deck is. Take that out, place it a block above, and do it all the way around. Okay. So same again in here. The green block represents where your deck currently is. So take that out and put it a block above, so there's a 3 block gap underneath. Okay. So if you've spent the video panicking thinking my decks aren't lining up, yeah, don't panic about it. Okay, so that's them bits sorted. I think we've still got something at the back to sort out as well. So, like I said, if you need to pause the video to get your decks altered, I do apologise for that. But you know, mistakes happen. I'm only human. Okay, so we're coming right to the back. The very last compartment in the ship, and we've just got one more of these things to deal with. So, your second deck down, we're going to count from that in the middle block. Is that 18 blocks? Hopefully I double check it, thankfully, yep. So, 19 blocks back, and then on the 20th block, you place your smooth quartz down. Okay? And then it's 2 either side of that. And then 4. And then 4. And then just 3 there. And then bring it up by 4 on top. Okay, so that's that bit dealt with. Then you do your deck outline. Obviously fill in the walls. At least we're finishing on a small one. There we go. Okay, so underneath, on the corners, bring it down by 5, do that on all of your corners and then just connect it up through the middle. This one actually gets added to in the next part because part 4 is where we make some alterations. So we alter that bulkhead that I mentioned, gets an alteration. This gets added to, it gets brought further down. And I can't remember what other changes there are, but that's what part 4 is. It's an alterations video. So just to give you a heads up for that. Okay, and then your deck outline on the bottom. Right, just this last bit to deal with. Bring it down by 5 on all your corners and then just connect it up. Okay, nearly there. So, fill it in, fill the walls in, and then do your deck outline, and then you're all done. So yes, as I mentioned, part 4 will be an alterations video. So I just wanted to give you the heads up for that. Right, that's all that done. So like I said, in the next part as well, that gets added to. But for now, for this part, we're all done. So we've got some extra detail in there now. And I hope you understood about the decks further up that we altered as well. So the green block obviously represented where your deck currently was, and then you just bring it a block up from that. Hopefully I made it easy enough to follow. Okay, lastly you're going to come to this this compartment that's got the weird shape, and you're going to get some cyan terracotta, and on the 4th block up you're just going to do an outline all the way around. just do the outline for now. So you've got that bit in now. So it's the bulkhead with the weird shape. So I'll just finish off with that, and then you are all done. I hope you didn't struggle with anything in this part, but if I haven't made anything, something clear, and you're not quite understanding what I've meant by something, leave me a comment and I'll be happy to help you out. But yeah, that's it. So I hope to catch you in part 4, and thank you for watching.